Snippet slides from the Coffee Shop Marketer. Tips for Internet Marketing Beginners. Choosing a domain name. Well, there's only two things to consider really. Are you looking to exploit keywords in the domain name itself? Or are you looking to build a brand? Now, it wasn't so long ago you could use Google's free keyword tool, or possibly a paid-for tool like Market Samurai, to uncover some highly searched for keywords with very little competition. And then you could buy a domain that reflected these lucrative keywords, something like xyzreport.com or xytips.com or some similar domains to these. Now, whilst it was never that easy to find a highly searched for term that had little competition and where the domain name was still available, by using variations such as xyz-report, xyzreporting.com and so on, or possibly by targeting long-tail keywords in the domain name, such as how to use xyzreport.com or xyzreportingissuesuncovered.com and so on, and then by building a few backlinks for keywords in the anchor text, you could get your site to rank quite highly without that much effort, and hence get some decent traffic. But then came the Panda and Penguin updates from Google, and these updates punished many sites which had too many suspicious backlinks and which had too many backlinks with keyword anchor text. And then this was followed up with the recent EMD update, and EMD is short for exact match domain. Google's latest update means it's now harder to rank highly for domains which have exact keyword phrases in the actual domain itself. So EMDs are history? Well, not quite. Exact match domains still perform well if the site has a lot of good content. The thin sites with EMDs have taken a bit of a hit. So you still have two choices for domain names. You have an EMD type site, which can still work well if your site has great content, or you build a branded name, and these are harder to rank initially. Now, a branded name would, for example, be McDonald's. You can't tell if the domain was McDonald's from the domain mcdonalds.com what the site would be all about just by looking at the URL. But everyone knows what their site is about because it's a brand that is superbly advertised. It's harder to gain traction with a branded domain name. It takes a lot more time and effort to build your brand's reputation and get decent rankings than using an EMD. It's absolutely essential that you build a site that is classed as an authority site with a branded name. In other words, a branded site must have loads of great content and be really useful to visitors so that they keep on coming back, and the brand name is spread by social approval such as Facebook likes, etc. But if your brand does take hold, then you could earn yourself a small fortune. And so you need to decide which type of business you're building. One built around EMDs, which are still easier to rank for if you're careful, or one built around a branded name. But also consider you can build a branded name of your company by building lots of websites, many of which could have exact match domains. Each of these sniper sites, as it were, have their own exact match domain, but are part of your larger branded company. Anyhows, hope I've given you food for thought. Go and get that domain and build that business. Thanks for listening. I'm off for a latte. Speak soon. I'm Andy Lunt. I'm the Coffee Shop Marketer. Internet marketing for beginners.